Shalom, Shalom, Akim. All praise, glory, and honor be to the Most High Yahweh, Bahashem Yahweh Shai, Bahashem Rakah Kodash. In the Hebrew, the pure language, the Lasha one Kodash, which means holy tongue, it's called Halal Lah, Yahweh Bahashem Yahweh Shai, Bahashem Rakah Kodash. Yahweh is a true name for the Almighty, the Creator of all things. And Yahweh Shai is a true name for His Son. Alright. And double honors to our apostles of GMS Great Millstone. Salutations to you, Akim, pushing this word with sincerity and in all truth. Right? You so-called Negroes, Latinos, Native American Indians, West Indians are the real Israelites. You know, we are the chosen people of the Heavenly Father. Alright? Now, the topic at hand, you know, it really surrounds, this reasoning that we had at camp yesterday, Tuesday night, with our former GOCC member. Right? A former member, of GOCC. He came up to the camp, speaking to us on what he know and what he was learned in. And what he learned in from the GOCC. And one of the things, that he couldn't digest or even believe that it's in the Bible is reincarnation. Now, I'm not going to touch on it in full, or, for it to be lengthy. I'm just going to touch on a few precepts and just go back into the word meaning of what reincarnation is. Alright, because, I can't even blame him. I can't even blame people, of the men of GOCC, the men of whosoever out there who don't believe that reincarnation is in the Bible. A matter of fact, you don't even know what reincarnation means. Alright, we asked him to break it down, and he couldn't even break it down. His basic his basic reasoning was you coming back as somebody else or animal. So like what I think it's the Elamites, I think of them believe it that way there. But just to look, I'm gonna read this precept first in Ecclesiastes 12. Cause I asked him this question: where does the spirit go when you die? Right? He said downward. That's for sure. I don't know what they're teaching them over there in JOCC or in GOCC. Right? Now the scripture says this. Ecclesiastes 12:7. It said, then shall the dust return to the earth as it was. We all understand what that is, what the dust is. Alright, we are made of the ground. Alright. And we the flesh is made of the ground, and that's where it returns when this body deteriorates or die. Alright, so that's what it means. The body will go back to the earth, man. The flesh after the flesh being dead, right? As it was, because that's where we come from. The flesh come from, I should say. And the spirit, which is the actual being, the inner man, that makes the flesh move. Because without that spirit, the flesh don't move. Yeah? It's like the engine or the gas in a vehicle will make the vehicle move. Roughly, they're just using a carnal example as much as I can. And the spirit returned unto God who gave it. So the spirit came down from the Most High and take on a body, which is a clothing. It put on a clothing, or the Most High put on a clothing upon it, but that clothing is made of earth. And when the spirit go back up, the earth or that clothing go back to where it come from. Yeah? Everything is a cycle, right? So that's what the scripture says. So the spirit will go back to the Most High. And that's what happened to us, or to men. When you're there, you go back to the Most High, and you come back in flesh to face the judgment. And this on earth is the place of judgment. That's why the scripture say, and I saw under the sun the place of judgment, that the wickedness was there. So that, with that said, read it again before we jump to the next precept. Then shall the dust return to the earth as it was, and the spirit return to God who gave it. Right? Now, another precept that I want to use to back that up is 2 Corinthians 5:1. For we know that if our earthly house of this tabernacle were dissolved, meaning just like what it says in Ecclesiastes, the flesh returned to the dust as it was, it dead, right? It started to deteriorate, start to disintegrate, it go back, take back part of the soil, being a part of the soil again. Alright. We have a building of God, an house not made with hands, eternal in the heavens. So we have a heavenly body. Alright, that's why the scripture said there are bodies terrestrial and bodies celestial. The terrestrial is the earthy, which we take on. Right? And you have the celestial, which is the heavenly bodies, or the heavenly body. For in this we groan, in this body, or in this clothing we suffer. Right? Earnestly designed to be what? Clothed upon with our house which is from heaven. Because in that body, when your spirit go back up into the heavens, it's going to a new body, which you don't feel pain or groaning. When Yahushua come back, which Yahushua, when he came as Yahushua, he died. But what his spirit when come back into his body, he rose again, which mean resurrect, mean to stand again. Alright? He was resurrected, stand again, and he was taken up into the cloud. Now, what you think happened to that body when he was taken up into the cloud, which is a chariot? That body was dissolved. That body died, because the scripture tells you that flesh and blood cannot inherit the kingdom of the Most High. Now, when he's coming back, what the scripture says, when he might come back, right? But him not gonna meet thee as a man. Meaning, he might come back in our heavenly body. A building, a house, right? That don't feel pain, that don't suffer. A power or a Superman kind of body. Right? That's what he's coming back in. Because what his spirit has taken a new embodiment. Alright? That's what the word reincarnation mean. Back in flesh, or in a new embodiment. And we're gonna get that for you. Alright? Earnestly designed to be clothed upon with our house, which is from heaven, which that's the house Yahweh shining. Because the word body go back to the word bodek, I believe, which means house. So this body is really a house for the spirit. Alright? And we were placed in these kind of houses for punishment. The chains of darkness in second Peter, I believe. Right. So reincarnation. We're gonna look at reincarnate first. Also reincarnate. Incarnate and new. Right? So we understand what that means, back or again. Right? Incarnate, or else a back formation from reincarnation. Reincarnating. So let's look at this word incarnate, because we understand so mean back or again, right? And incarnate is clothed or embodied in flesh. See? A back formation from incarnation, or else from late Latin incarnatus, made flesh. Right? So it's back in flesh. Right? Incarnate, past participle incarnate, to make flesh. Be made flesh. Alright? Meaning make or form flesh. And that's all it takes. It just takes you looking up what the word means. It's just as simple as that. And we're using the etymology online, and etymology means the study of words. The study of the true meaning of words, right? So incarnation, embodiment, let's go back. That one. We could have used that, but no, we're gonna use the reincarnation, right? Fact of repeated incarnation. right? Fact of repeated new embodiment. Fact of repeated new embodiment. Fact of repeated new clothing. State of being embodied anew. Back again. Incarnation meaning a new embodiment. It is as simple as that, right? And it is not to even belittle nobody that because we understand, all right, that the Most High really gave us, because there's humility with it. We're not trying to show off, like we know more than anybody. We're just bringing out the truth. That's all it is. Just bringing out the word of the Most High. Because we ourselves was once in darkness, but the Most High have shined His light upon us. By sending Yahweh Shai, which is that light, so we can see. As the scripture says, He is that eye salve. He might give you eye salve where you can see. That's how we are able to see. It's anoint thine eye with eye salve that ye may see. And Yahweh Shai did that. Yahweh Shai is that oil that made us able to see and understand these scriptures and understand, what's going on in the scriptures. All right. I can get a final precept which wasn't on our part of the plan, but I just to get it for we can close it that. Salakia. I'm trying to find when we shall live again, right? Second Ezra 14 and 35. It says, for after death, when this earthly body is dead, for after death shall the judgment come, right? When we shall live again, and then shall the names of the righteous be manifest, and the works of the ungodly be declared, right? So after death shall the judgment come, when we shall live again. All right, what the word incarnation mean? Again. Back or again. A new embodiment, new flesh, new body. All right, back in flesh. That's what it means. Son of the Son, place of judgment. I don't know. Salakia Akim. I know. I saw place. I see Sarah. No, Ecclesiastes 3 verse 16. And moreover, I saw under the sun the place of judgment, that wickedness was there, and the place of righteousness, that iniquity was there. And that's what is happening on the earth now. Under the sun, this is where we are facing judgment. We were sent back here for to be judged. All right. So we died once. We died sometime back then, some generations ago, and we spirit go back up to the Most High, and Him send we back down for face the judgment for what we did in our past life. All right. So with that, hope this lesson was edifying to the hopeful elect. Shalom Akim.